Hello there, running ears. It's Manny again, and Christmas is creeping up on us. It's next week, so I will do this video. This is probably the last one before Christmas. I don't see any really big information dropping before Christmas. I do know this. Disney has been... they've been all over the place when it comes to when they're dropping news, and so we still got the 2026 season. We still got the theming for Wine and Dine next year, 2025. We still got a few more things that we're going to drop, but so I just don't see anything dropping in the next week, maybe in a couple weeks. But then after that, we got Marathon Weekend, and so we got some information there. So before we go any further, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. That would be the Christmas gift to this channel, to me. Just subscribe to the channel, share the information. This is the reason that we do this channel, is to share this information. So there's trying to get the misinformation out and try to get everybody to go into the Run Disney guide. We've done videos on that. So, but without further ado, let's get right to it. So first off, we're going to talk about Walt Disney World Marathon, because that is coming very, very soon. And I'm still having that fundraiser, so I'm going to leave the link down below. So it's going to be January 3rd. I had said December 31st, but January 3rd is when I will release the video, and I will actually pick the winner. So remember, $10, just $10 is per one entry, and it's going to give you that one entry to the dinner. So the dinner is going to be the Friday before the half marathon. It's going to be at the Contemporary. We're going to have dinner there. I've showed videos, if you want to see the videos before, where I showed pictures, I should say. We showed pictures because you're going to be able to take pictures with Mickey and Minnie. This past year, they were in their jogging outfits. It was really, really cool. They had a pasta dinner. Again, it wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the best. It was good enough. And you get to actually see what it is to be within a charity. So this is my gift, you know, in a way, back to you guys, a charity. For $10, you get a chance to get in it. So you still have a chance to sign up. I'll put the link down below. And let's move on. So one bit of information that did drop this past week was that they showed some of the merchandise that is going to be coming out for Dopey Weekend or Marathon Weekend. Let's take a look at that. So first off, we have the jacket, the 2025 Marathon jacket. It actually looks pretty cool. Now with the jacket, they have this other, I want to say it's like a Spirit jersey or long sleeve shirt. Then we got the Loungefly, the 2025 Marathon Weekend, the real nostalgic look. We have the cap. This is just the cap. And then we got the Mickey ears. Can't be there without the Mickey ears. And it might be more than one. Here we got the finisher shirts, 5K, 10K, and the half marathon. Now, Goofy is celebrating his 20th anniversary, so we got this little shirt. And then we can't go on a Disney run without our pass holder stuff. So is there anything that stood out that you like? Again, I go back to, after seeing this, if you signed up, you're saying, great, I'm glad I signed up after seeing this. Do you say, man, I wish the merchandise was better? Now, I'm going to say this. This is not the whole merchandise. This is not all the merchandise that's going to be out there. There's going to be a lot more. And so I'll do a video on that once I get there. It's going to be the 8th, I believe, January 8th. So we will be doing a video on that. But there's going to be a whole bunch more. There's some general Run Disney merchandise that they'll sell. It doesn't look like they're going to update that anytime soon. Maybe next year, maybe next calendar year. So maybe 2025. But I just don't think so. But you're going to see a lot more stuff at the expo. Some stuff will leak out as we get closer to the date. But that's what we got so far. So I'm going to switch now to Disneyland, because I was just there. So Disneyland Half Marathon Weekend in 2025. We got the course maps. I'm not going to go over that. I'll go over that when I go over the event guide. But let's just say this, because it's going to kind of piggyback onto what I'm going to be talking about, or what I did record when I was over there, is we're not going to be running, it doesn't look like we're going to be running in any kind of parking lot. So the pond where the Anaheim Ducks play, it doesn't look like we're going to be there like it was last year. And it doesn't look like we're going to be in Angel Stadium. Now, I haven't 100% taken a look at it. It looks like it's one of the old courses that I have run before, or at least a part of it. I enjoyed it because there was a lot, and I mean a lot of street characters. cosplay groups, actors groups that came and they were actually representing on the street. It was really, really cool. I hope we go back to that. And, you know, a few years back, way before when we used to run before the pandemic, before they even dropped them down, we dropped out, it was 7-8 years ago. There was a lot of actors groups that would be on the street, so it made it better. It made it a better experience because we are going to be running after mile 4-ish, 4 to 5. We're going to be running down in downtown Anaheim or Anaheim streets, so it makes it a lot better. But I'll go over that later. But now I'm going to go into the video that I recorded. I recorded some video there from my hotel that I was staying at pretty close. So I'm going to start off with my hotel, which was Hotel Lulu. It's on Harbor. And then I record. So I'm going to record the room. I recorded going out there, and we're gonna take a look at that, and then I'll come back and give you some extra thoughts.
For Hotel Lulu, this is what it looks like. I just checked in. See, that light just turned on. But you can see it's a regular hotel. We're inside. You saw the hallway. We have a bathroom. Regular rest bathroom. So, clicks on, shower. Big screen TV. And 2 beds. So it's pretty cool. Let's see if we have a good view. We're on the 2nd floor. So yeah, we get to see all the Christmas stuff, and there is the front of it. So it's not too shabby. And again, the price point is usually around $200 or a little less, between $150 and $200, $160 and $200 a night. So not too bad. And again, you have a microwave, and I know, and there's a little refrigerator. So I just exited my hotel, Hotel Lulu, right there. And this right here, this would give you an idea in the morning. Now, right there is a Sheraton. That's the big one. You see the Marriott way back over there. Which one is up here? There's another big one. That's the same Sheraton. Portofino is right here. So this street is called South Harbor. So there's a Spring Hill Suites, there's a Hyatt House. They're both underneath, like over here is a CVS, and over here there's a Walgreens. And if you travel way down over there, it's about a mile that way. I've stayed at the Hampton Inn, the Hilton Garden Inn, and there's a bunch of hotels going that way. Now there's a bunch of hotels going this way. And the reason I'm doing this in the dark is because this is what we're gonna be traveling with. There's another huge hotel to the left over here. So the street we're coming up on is Catella. So, and we will pass by the start of the run. I actually have not had breakfast, so I'm a little bit hungry, but I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna record again when I'm coming back so you guys can see a little bit of how easy it is. So while I'm doing this, like the Portofino Inn, when I stayed there, they have suites. They're not bad, they're not great, they're not bad for the price, but they did charge me it was a fee, it was a resort fee. When I asked them what the resort fee was, it was about $25. They didn't know what it was for. So even the manager didn't know what it was for. So with that said, I was like, okay, so you're charging me a fee just to charge me a fee. Why didn't you just add $25 to the fee, you know, to the hotel fee, overall fee. So over here to the left, there's the Desert Palms. There's some more hotels over here, and Disney's right up there. So it's pretty close by. We're waiting. Now this is again Catella, so there's a Wyndham right there. So you see those buses right there, they're called the ART. Somebody needs brakes. Those ART buses will pick you up from your hotels. So again, this is Catella. Going that way is a convention center and more hotels. Over here, I've stayed over here before. America's Best. It's not America's Best, but it is okay, especially for the price. And now we're gonna come up on a bunch of the other hotels that are on the right, and then we're gonna see where the start of the race is. And so, or at least what we think is, because it hasn't officially been announced, but the last 2 races have started there, and we have no reason to believe that it won't. Over here is the Candy Cane Inn. The Residence Inn is the one that was back here. Very big hotel. They have a couple of places to buy some food here. Anaheim Resort Center. So a lot of these hotels, they, like for example, the Candy Cane Inn, and I had a friend of mine who stayed there. He said it was really, really nice. He liked it. They renovated them. And so the rooms were nice, but they're more motels. So I don't know if you can see, but you park and you can actually walk. You don't walk out into like a lobby or hallway or anything. You walk out to your vehicles, and so that's that. So my take is, I like the hotels feel better. So the Castle Inn and Suites, but you see the backside over here. Now they are they are gated in, but again, it's more of a motel. Now, we're walking, and Disneyland is not far over here to the left. And the start is over here to the right for the 10K and the half. The 5K starts inside Disneyland, so, and actually the park, so we're gonna see that. Well, yeah, we can't actually see that because we're gonna have to be stopped through security, which doesn't start for another hour. So, but there's more hotels going that way on Harbor, and then there's some to this side. The biggest point of reference I can give you is Motel 6. There's a Motel 6 right by the start, and I want to say Candlewood, something like that. Anyways, I'm sorry, Clementine. Clementine is the one, also is right there, or should be. I'm sorry, and I take that back because we passed by the Clementine yesterday. I know the Motel 6 is right there, and we'll see it shortly. So this is the walk, and actually it's kind of dark, but I like the phone camera here. And there's the moon. That is the moon up there. See it? And so that's the light, and that's the moon. But right behind it is Mission Breakout. So that's Disney's California Adventure Park right up there. So during the Christmas holidays and festivals, it lights up. There's somebody jogging on the other side. But we're coming up. We're coming up on the right. We will turn right. I was able to get up early to do this, and like I said, on the way back to my hotel, I'll record a little bit on the way back so you guys can see. Again, I cannot record security. They will not allow me to, and so either way, security opens up in about 50 minutes, so 50. So we're not going to hit security. As a matter of fact, I should be way up there and get into Disneyland Park early this morning, and not sure where I want to go. But anyways, we're coming up on a light, and when we come up on this Disney Way, so Disney Way should be, if memory serves correct, the start of the runs. So there is, over here is the Anaheim Hotel. In front of me is a Grand Legacy at the park. And there's two ways to get in. One is on Harbor. The other one is way back behind Disney Way. And it's really cool whenever you get here a few days before, they put up the arch for the start, so you can see the start line. The finish line is over into the parking lot, and since we're ahead of time, we are going to take the right, either to see the start or to see the hotels. We're not going to go far, but and again, when it is cold this morning, it's in the 40s. Whenever there is a run, you'll see a lot more people, so you'll feel a lot more protected. As you're walking here, it's not going to be the same as it is right now. Public parking, $35. Very expensive. But yeah, on race mornings, a lot of people ask, hey, I'm going by myself, can There's another Marriott back over there. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna be walking with a bunch of friends. You're gonna make friends as you're walking up here. And so, yeah, the start should be over here along this street, along these lights. Again, I'm trying to keep my hands warm. It's gonna warm up pretty quickly once the sun comes up, and then it'll get cold again for the next day, and then it starts a little bit warming up. Instead of getting into the 40s, it'll be in the 50s, and during the day, I think one day is supposed to get to 80. And this is typical, so it's not same. And so yeah, so you see over there those cars going in that parking lot. That is going to be where the staging area. Hello, how you guys doing? So there we got a jogger here, but we're gonna come down a little bit more so you guys can see. And again, there's a bunch of hotels behind over there, so you guys can see that. But yeah, we start where the staging area is back over there. There's parking, so that's employee parking. I can see some of them walking over there. I'm probably gonna go a little bit further down, then turn back. I gotta go get in line. So it's a garden walk, nightlife, dining, bowling, shopping. On the other side, it's actually Bubba Gump, one of my favorites. So that's it. But right over there, see, and then it's called the Suncoast Hotel. The other one's a little too far for me to read. And there is hotels back there also, but you guys can basically see for yourself, walking distance. And again, if you're like a mile away, there is the ART bus. They drop you off, and then you're gonna have to walk. Security is up here. One of them is up here. The other one is way back over there. And at least what I have to say is, historically, that's what it's been. And over here, I remember that there's some condominiums or something. I thought, if I remember correctly, could be wrong. Garden walk. And please let my memory be correct, where it's not bad. I've never really been up there. It looks like it has some restaurants and stuff, but my memory serves correct. Behind that is either condominiums or the Motel 6. I remember there being a Motel 6, but again, I could be wrong. That's why I'm recording this. UFC gym, I remember that being here. But this is where we line up, right here on this street. Right here we line up and we go that away. So pretty interesting. Then what I'll do is, once I finish off, I'll get back where, once we go into the parks, because the 5K is a little bit different. But yeah, the Motel 6 should be up here to the right, across the street, around there. And it's a renovated Motel 6, so people have stayed there. But let's see. So, morning. You see all the hotels back here. Okay, well, this is about as far as I'm gonna go. We'll come back when we go into Disney, but there it says Clementine Street, so right there. All right, so the last thing that I'm doing is recording here. There's actually, the gate is closed, so it should be opening up shortly. Then we'll walk up to security. But this is where, for the 5K and the yoga, this is where you come in. So you can just walk over here, and that's it. We'll see you shortly when we go back. Okay, leaving the parks, and this would be a good time to introduce you to the bus lines. We saw them early this morning, but here they are. They park here. So right here in front of me is number 3, the Grove line. Number 4 is a Harbor line. So the Harbor runs straight in front of us, but over there you see the Hotel Circle line. You see the Clementine line. So they all run different places. They used to give like an updated time, like they'll be here in 15, 20 minutes, whatever, but they no longer do that. So this 5 and 6. But wherever you're staying, if you're staying in the area, you pay, it's approximately $6 a day. If you pay in advance for a few days, it gets a little cheaper, probably closer to $5. And you see the street vendors up there, so they're dropping some stuff. But walking out, of course I can't record security, so I have to get out of security, but you can see it. Here comes the buses, they come. That's the Ball Road line. So you're on Ball Road, they bring you here. So Ball is on the other side, going that way. So when we walked this morning, we walked the street that's right in front of us where we're living, where it says thank you for visiting. So that is Harbor, and then to the right is Catella, to the left is Ball. There's a bunch of stuff in between, and there is the music. But basically this is where we came in this morning. So now you can see the exit. In midday I started recording where it was closer to Catella, so we were on Catella instead. But again, the start of the run is almost in front of us on the other side of all these hotels. So, and that's it. We'll see you guys later.
So I'm sorry it was all over the place. I did kind of recorded here, there, and I tried to record as much as I could, but again, it wasn't the best flow. I was there kind of on vacation and said, man, maybe I could do this. But the important thing to note is, especially where I was staying at, Harbor and Catella. So as I'm looking, as I walked out of my hotel, I took a ride on Harbor. Disneyland is straight ahead to the left. The Disneyland run start is straight ahead to the right. And so then Catella was one of the streets that ran there. Ball was on the other side, so yes, you can stay on Ball. So if you look at the course map, you could basically tell where you can stay and have spectators. Now, just because you look at the course map and you pass by your hotel doesn't mean you're close. So just remember that. And so the start is, I believe, is on Disney Way. It's a parking lot. It's going to be where you see where the beginning is, and I pointed it out a little bit, walked over there. So you can see the hotels. I would start off with Clementine. It looks like Clementine and the Motel 6 are close by. There's a lot of other hotels close by within walking distance. It doesn't mean you cannot take a shuttle with the art. It doesn't mean that you can't take a lift. So whatever fits within your budget, with your legs when you're walking, because if you're running the half marathon and you walk a mile, then you walk a mile back, that's, you're going to be doing a minimum of 15 and a half miles probably. So just think to yourself in those terms. Other things that I pointed out when I was there, make sure that your resort does not have any kind of fees, because they might get one that's cheap. The example that I gave there was the Portofino Inn. It's not that expensive. It's pretty close by. It's suites. They're not bad. I've stayed there before, but I was kind of surprised and shocked when I got there and they had a resort fee. When I asked them what the resort fee was for, now granted this was earlier this year, they couldn't tell me. They just said it was a resort fee. I said I'll pay it, but that was it. But then there's other ones that do parking fees. They have hidden fees. Now the parking fees, again, I had to argue with one of the other hotels that I did not park, but at the very end they tried charging me over $100 of parking, and I had to sit there going like, my lift is right out here, so I don't know where you got this from. So make sure that you're not getting these extra fees. Again, it can take away from your experience. If you just let them know up front and review your bill, make sure that you review your bill so that way you know that you were not charged anything extra. If there's anything I am missing, because by now most of you, if not all of you, have your hotel reservations for this coming January/February for Disneyland. But if not, ask the questions down below. I'll try to help out as much as I can. I even have friends of mine who are travel agents who can help out, and they do run also, so they can help out, so I can refer you to them also. With that said, before I go, a couple of things. Number one is thank you very much, Alan Young. Alan Young is a perfect marathoner at Disney World, and I got a chance to sit down with him and his wife and just talk. And I'm one of those people that's very kind of private when it comes to talking with people. I enjoy the conversations unless it's something that is really sticks out and I say, can I use it? I don't. But what it showed me was, those of you who have never done Disney runs before, talk to, and those of you who have done Disney runs before but haven't done certain things, talk to the people who have done these extraordinary things. You know, I love talking to people like Alan and Dennis, who is one of the unofficial balloon guy. I love chit-chatting with him. The stories that come out of you know, that's what makes this so much more fun. And so the stories, you just talk to, you know, and again, and if you have never run before, ask us the stories. But I'm going to give you some advice. Experience it for yourself, because the life is about experiences. It's not about reading everything. It's great to read. It's great to talk to people about it, but then go out there and do it. And so that's what the magic of these runs are. Wanted to share this before the holiday comes, Christmas. I'm gonna wish you guys a very Merry Christmas. I hope that you and your families are safe, healthy, ready to go, ready to rev up, and just have a magical time. And you know what? Before I'm gonna go there, I'm going to let my friend Sandy Claus finish off today's video.